An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. A top 5 showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, Dave Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much, not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking for room. It's Berry. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Pulls it in. It's Glenn. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Tiger. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hits inside. It's Jackson. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking for space. It's Jackson. He's past the sticks. Bust through behind his pad. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top-5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top-5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
And the Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still fourth down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
Fourth down, Reed. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Changing the routes with his receiver. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Blevin. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Shakes off the defender. Still on his feet at the 35. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get into play immediately.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Defense in press coverage. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Under pressure. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And they'll stop him right there on the return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Levitt. The screen, and watch out. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The run inside. It's Berry. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Turns it upfield. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Berry. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes. But, man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the 1st down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Sets his feet, it's Levitt. Left side, it's Bowman. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. They're all over it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Reed. Time to take a shot. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Buckeye. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Out wide left, it's Harris. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back has it. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Burrowing for yardage. That should be the final play of the first half. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. First up, a look at James Madison taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Dukes eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mac.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in.
Open field on the right. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. To the ground. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play fake, Reed. Left side is Glover. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Jackson. Stopped right there.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Incomplete into the end zone, but I think this offense is going to get nabbed for a penalty. This defense forced him into an intentional grounding call, and now they'll try to shut down the drive on 3rd and goal. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. To the air, it's Levitt. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Straight ahead, it's Barry. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Rush right in his face. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Long way to go on second down. Give to the single back. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Out wide left, it's Harris. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Now here's Reed. Right side, it's Jackson. Finds a crease at the 20. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Look out! He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Back has it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Third and long coming up. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Moving out to the right. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Breaks into the open.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Second and long here. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Kick is in the air. On the return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Pass to 6. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Finds his man on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense lining up for a first down play. Pulls it again on the option. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
If you're the offensive line, you've got to give your QB more time. They dialed up 4 verticals. They're trying to stretch the field vertically with 4 players trying to take a shot. But you got to give your QB time.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. He's stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over, and if I'm the play call...
He's loose on the right. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. The Tigers spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.